It's 3 minutes after 8 o'clock. David Fine is here from the Heartlanders.
Welcome.
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Good. Usually it's Hunter here, so I haven't seen you in a while.
Absolutely.
I think was that last one's at that game where you let me sit next to you
Yes.
with my laptop because the scouts weren't the scouts from like the Minnesota Wild taking the seats in the press row? Or?
You were supplanted by official NHL scouts that were there to figure out who the next NHL player from the Heartlanders were. I'm very sorry that happened to you. But the good news is you got to sit next to me.
Actually, that was very cool to hear you call a game as I was watching it.
I should have given you some headphones to tune in so you would have only been able to listen to me and not anything else that was happening. That was my fault.
Well, I mean, you were loud enough and I was right next to you, so I didn't have any problem hearing you.
Never been a problem for me getting accused of talking too loudly.
Now, how many games do you do solo like that? Because you didn't have anybody with you.
Yeah, about 50 to 60 a year, just
really
up there chewing the fat for 3 hours, right? It's
Chris Peters isn't available for all the games.
He comes by, but a lot of times, so Chris P, which I know we'll talk about at some point here, our own Chris P. So we do some games that are televised as well on Mediacom, and so he's always by me for those games. And then sometimes he'll bring his family to games, and he'll hop up for a couple periods. And other times I bring players up, and some of the best feedback we've gotten is, if a player's maybe a little bit banged up or can't play that night, they get some good experience. And one of the things I'm actually really proud of is that two players I've worked with in the past are now full-time employed analysts or broadcasters for some teams in the American Hockey League in the AHL. Stephen Swavely is one of them for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in good old Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Garrett Mitchell for the Hershey Bears, also in Pennsylvania. That's where I was before I moved here. So anyway, long story short, you work with me. Maybe you can move up a level before I do.
Wait, the Hershey team is called the Bears?
Hershey Bears.
Why aren't they called the Kisses?
Well, they used to be called the Hershey Bars.
There you go.
And they actually got sued by it was before they were owned by the Hershey Corporation.
Oh, okay.
So they sued them like, you are just basically ripping off our name. And then they tried to get tricky and put B apostrophe ARS in like the 1930s instead of straight like chocolate bars, Hershey bars, and the judge said no, so they switched to the Bears.
Oh. I would think that'd be a good promotion for Hershey.
Well, now they're owned by the Hershey Entertainment and Chocolate Factory. Their team is owned by them. So if you were to go to a Hershey Bears game, there's Hershey Park, which is an amazing amusement park right next door. You must be this tall to hop on the roller coaster, unfortunately, Steve. And then, no, I'm just kidding. And then,
wow.
What the hell?
And then, sorry, this is the meanest thing I've ever said while I was in here.
Well, welcome.
And
yeah, you're
welcome. Well, we'll fit right in. And then there's also the Chocolate Factory like a mile away. But anyway, we're not talking about...
That sounds good because, I mean, that's got to be a really good promotion with chocolate. I can't think of any other food that you could use for a promotion that people would love more than chocolate.
Well, except for maybe bacon.
What?
Except for maybe bacon. That's what we're going to hope.
That's a transition right there.
That is how you do it in the industry.
Now, can I break the transition a second?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Some of your games are on Mediacom.
Yep.
Is there any possibility that you could get those games that you're televising on like YouTube for people that don't have Mediacom?
Yeah, for sure. So there's a league agreement. We use, it's called Flow Hockey, Flow Sports, which a lot of people here know locally. You might actually have a subscription to us without realizing it, but any video stream that's aired online is through Flow Sports. If you have, if your son's a wrestler or something in high school and it's aired on Flow Sports or Flow Racing, you actually automatically have a subscription to watch us.
Like a TV app? I wonder if they have.
Yeah,
I don't know,
do.
but it's interesting. We just had a news story today in our sports about how the women's basketball game on Thanksgiving is on Flow College,
which is the same thing.
So it's the same thing. You would be able to, with a subscription to one, you get to watch the hockey too.
Yes, that's exactly right. If it's
cool.
it's like for the entire year, it's like $100 or something like that. It's really not that bad. So if you're a fan and you want to tune in, you can watch there in case you don't have a cable subscription to Mediacom. However, everything else that we do video-wise, besides our games, is on our YouTube channel, is on our highlights and things like that, and social media. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, that's the. I want to talk about bacon.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Jewish.
Hey,
you're Jewish.
Yeah. I'm talking about bacon. My grandmother, my booby would be very mad at me. No, I'm just kidding. But this Saturday is crispy bacon night with us.
Do you know my grandmother, who was the daughter of rabbi?
Really?
She, every Saturday that we visited, she'd make the hugest, skillet of bacon never seen in my life. He was a Acidic.
I still remember that where I grew up, there was a rabbi who once brought Wendy's like Baconators to synagogue, and like people were looking at him like, "What? You can't do it." However, when you're in Iowa, you get a couple free passes.
Yeah.
You get some free passes. So this Saturday is a night that I did not think would get approved. I think I was the one, actually. I'm not trying to give myself too much credit, but we're talking about, how do you embrace Iowa heritage? And there's really, one of the things of being an Iowan is pork and pigs. And so we were talking about, like, well, how can we play off this? And someone said, bacon night or pork night. And I actually think it was me. Again, I'm not trying to, like, pat myself on the back, but I was like, well, I really like crispy bacon. I don't just like bacon. I like crispy bacon. And the name just it hung around for a few days, and we decided we're just going to call it Crispy Bacon Night. And so this Saturday at 6 o'clock, if you're sick of hanging out with your family for 3 days, which leftover turkey, you're sick of eating turkey, you can come to Crispy Bacon Night this Saturday at 6 p.m. However, beforehand, even if you don't want to buy a ticket to the game and you just want to come and have a couple hours out, we hope you come to the game because it's going to be fun. We're doing a pregame party at the Hyatt right across the street. Because it's going to be cold this Saturday. So
was that the original plan to do it inside, or did you look at the forecast?
Oh no. We looked at we looked at the Farmer's Almanac, about a year ago. No, we decided that whenever we do a pregame party, basically from November to mid-April, it's not going to be outside out of the safety of living in the Midwestern United States. So from 3 to 5 p.m., we're having a pregame party that's completely free to attend. At the Hyatt, same spot as where Fry Fest is. We're going to have vendors, we're going to have games, we're going to have, drinks and food and all this stuff. And then you can walk on, take a 1 or 2 block walk up to Extreme Arena, right by where your car parked anyway. So most people just park right by the Hyatt anyway, and then walk in the Hyatt and then walk the block and a half up to the main entrance and come on and enjoy a bacon and pork themed everything night. We have specialty jerseys. I might be wearing a bacon suit on the air. It's not confirmed, but there is a bacon suit that someone will be wearing. We have bacon thunder sticks, like the thunder sticks, they make it, basketball games and try to distract the free throw shooter. So we have that as our giveaway. Everyone in the house is going to get some bacon thunder sticks, and we're wearing specialty bacon jerseys. These things, guys, I think they're hilarious. They're kind of, to a hockey purist, Tommy, like kind of yourself.
Yeah.
They're kind of hideous. The players, there's going to be like jean short kind of look. Like it looks like overalls, and there's bacon tucked in the pockets on the front, like of the overalls. And there's a little pigtail on the back. We posted them on our website a few times. They are, if you're like a diehard hockey fan, you're like, these are outrageous. If you're a normal person, they're awesome. I cannot wait for this game, guys. And best of all, $5 youth tickets as well. The only way to take it, well, there's 2 ways to take advantage of it. On our website at iowaheartlanders.com, if you want $5 youth tickets, 17 and under. If you're 2 or 1 or a newborn, you get in for free. But from ages 3 to 17, $5 youth tickets if you go on our website or you call our office. That's not available at the box office on the day of the game. So basically just go on our website, and it's the first thing you see at iowaheartlanders.com. But I've been waiting for this night since like May when we started talking about it. I can't believe it's finally here. And let our pork and bacon dreams come true.
I'm trying to find the pictures on your website.
Yeah.
Do you know where they are?
On our social media is the easiest way to find it.
Oh, just like go to your Twitter.
Yeah, go to Twitter or Blue Sky.
You're on Blue Sky now.
Blue Sky. Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, wherever you get your news. You can scroll a little bit and you'll find it. Facebook's probably the quickest way to find it.
Threads just changed something. I don't know what it was. I looked at it the other day and I said, well, that's an interesting change. That you could tell that they were obviously
falling behind.
And I don't
the Blue Sky phenomenon.
All right, let's look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, you've only got one photo on your. Blue Sky, so I'll go to Twitter.
Yeah. You can find it on there. I would go on Facebook, Tommy, because otherwise you're going to run into all the game coverage.
I'm looking on
Facebook. Yeah. I'll probably find it before you guys, just because I was probably the one that posted it. But no, I'm pumped for this guy's. It's been such a funny.
That's great.
You found the photo?
Yeah.
On our Facebook page. It is absolutely hilarious. Come sizzle with us on a Saturday. If you're sick of seeing your family, just tell them I'll be back in a few hours. You can come and watch some pork and bacon. We brought our guys to what was it called? West Fork Farmstead, about 30 minutes away. And one of our Hungarian players got bit, like not dangerously, but kind of nipped in the butt by one of the pigs in the video we did. So we brought them to a farm. And it's going to be an absolutely just hilarious night.
I
you found the photo too. So this Saturday, and we're home on Sunday too. If you can't make it
that does just look like they're wearing bibs.
Yeah,
over a shirt.
Yeah,
and so they're the hockey jerseys because they're kind of close up. I can't see them in, like they're full of like glory, but I see the gist of it. Yeah,
you see the gist of it, and they're available for auction as well if you want to own the first ever crispy bacon jersey.
That's
great. The league we're in, the ECHL, their social media director might be making the trip out to Iowa as well and shunning her family for the weekend because she really wants to be at this game. So there's been a lot of excitement, guys. It's one of those things when it's going to be a good crowd too, which is important for us as well. But the best part about a night like this is that one of the things, even if you're not a fan of pork or bacon or anything and you can't make it this weekend if you're out of town or whatever's going on, or hey, maybe it's an hour before the game and you decide to swing by and come to Crispy Bacon Night, is that when we do nights like this is not just about, it's just a normal game and we're just putting on jerseys. Like everything that we're doing in the arena is going to make you feel like it's like crispy bacon everything. We have specialty concession items. I know there's like
I was going to say, you have to be selling bacon for people to eat if you're having a crispy bacon night.
Yeah, we're having like ultimate BLTs everywhere. I mean, there's going to be
Love
pork.
BLTs.
BLTs are good.
Yeah.
So I will encourage everyone that if there's any game you're going to come to in the next month or so, I would love for you to come to every game. But Crispy Bacon Night is the night to come to.
Saturday night,
6 p.m. with the pregame party, 3 to 5.
It really is perfect because Friday
football.
You're gonna have to sleep late.
And we're luckily, so personally, guys, last 2 years we've been away we've played on Thanksgiving or been on the road on Thanksgiving the last few years. So this is only like the second time in Heartlanders history that the team's actually around on Thanksgiving weekend, which I think is great because if you're like, I'll be honest, I've been around, everyone has, where they're like in the same house for Thanksgiving. It's 2-3 days and you're kind of, can we sneak out a day early? Or why not just bring the family out on either Saturday or Sunday to just get out of the house, do something different with them. That's exactly what my family is doing. And I said, you're going to be sitting around with each other for 2 days. Why don't you want to come to a hockey game for 2 hours, get out of the house, do something different, even if you're already so darn full and you say, I can't even stomach the thought of bacon after all the turkey and stuffing and mac and cheese and whatever, everything else that's going to be eaten. Sweet potato casserole and carrot pie are my personal 2 favorites. Carrot pie is a fine family recipe. Can't wait to make that in a few days.
Sounds
but
awful.
It's going to be so good.
I like carrot cake, but carrot pie sounds like you're pushing.
Well, I mean, it's basically just brown sugar and butter to mask and eggs to mask the carrots.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of like carrot cake then.
It is basically carrot cake minus the immense, a little bit. There's a lot of sugar on it, but yeah. So. If you're sick of hanging out with family, or you want $5 kids tickets, or you want to just celebrate being an Iowan by talking about pork and crispy bacon for a night, and you want to see what we have planned, Saturday, doors open at 5, is the absolute night to be to. And you get some bacon thunder sticks, which are awesome. They look like strips of bacon.
Do you have to blow them up yourself, or do you have to?
I mean, if
they be pre-blown.
They will.
That I just realized. Yeah. Sorry about
Tommy,
that.
if you want me
to
come
my
by
college days.
Yeah. It's like the pre-board. You got to get on before you get on. The old George Carlin. You got to get blown before they get blown. No,
I've had them. I got them at a game once, and they are not easy to inflate if you don't know how to do it.
These are Tommy. They are not pre-blown for you.
Okay.
But they give you the little straw to do it.
Yeah.
And it takes about 3 seconds to do.
Okay. Because I always have trouble peeling a little plastic thing there.
If I could do it, Tommy, you should have tried to see me open. My work laptop broke a few days ago.
Well, I can't even open a bag at the self-checkout at Hy-Vee, so
yeah, well,
the plastic bags sometimes.
To be fair, those bags at Hy-Vee, they've done something has changed. They are not put on correct because even I struggle with that.
Yeah.
If you have trouble opening like an average Amazon box or something like these Bacon Thunder Sticks are about 50 times easier to blow up than it is to open like a cardboard box. I promise you, they take about 3 seconds to inflate. And if you're really having a problem, then there will be one of our many staff members to pre-blow them for you. So
thank you.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
Everyone's going to be taken care of with these Bacon Thunder Sticks.
I would like that.
Yeah, you'd like that to happen.
I'd like that to happen.
You'd like that to happen for you. So anyway, that's what's going on this weekend, guys.
Did we talk much about what you're doing Sunday? And we know there's a game. It's 3 o'clock.
STEM night.
STEM night.
Yeah, STEM night. So we have some groups coming out from the University of Iowa as well, and from some local high schools to basically make it a like science technology themed game. So we're really looking forward to that one at 3 p.m. on Sunday as well. And then I think I'm back in a few weeks, but we have our teddy bear toss and our Christmas in Coralville game in the month of December. Steve, you'll laugh because I was the one that green-lighted in our office the name Christmas in Coralville. I said, no one's going to be offended. I promise you, we don't need to call it Holiday Night or Happy Holiday Night. We're going to be just fine.
You know, I grew up.
Yeah.
It made no difference. Christmas, Hanukkah, give me something.
Exactly.
I mean.
I that's why I green-lighted the name. I said I would celebrate with family on Christmas, too. It's a convenient time to get together. Who cares?
Yeah.
And you get gifts.
Yeah, really. I never did understand, and I'll celebrate Kwanzaa.
Yeah. I celebrate. I've just taken to celebrating every holiday lately. It's a great tactic to get out of the office, by the way.
Yeah.
Just, I'm celebrating this holiday, holiday.
Cinco de Mayo, we got to go.
Yeah.
I can't work on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, you can, absolutely. Why not? It's a party.
I do love how our country has adopted other foreign holidays just as excuses to drink.
Well,
I mean, St. Patrick's Day many years ago, and now Cinco de Mayo. I'm sure there'll be some other holiday people go, let's just go have a drink special.
Well, that's funny you say that because one of the great things about working in hockey is there's a lot of Canadians around. So you get Canadian Thanksgiving, which is in October.
They're going to be charged the tariff.
Yeah.
25% tariff on Canadian Thanksgiving. I'll save my thoughts for when I get off the air. But anyway, the great thing about Canadian Thanksgiving is it's actually even more so than American It's very family related. And American Thanksgiving is about family. Make no doubt about it. It's really about eating a lot of food and drinking a lot of beer at the same time. Canadian Thanksgiving is let's all get together and just drink a lot, which is absolutely. And there's ham and there's turkey, kind of the same thing, but it's not as much about like the food as it is about the having a few. So Canadian Thanksgiving is a very, very fun holiday, and I've once gotten to celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving while in Canada with authentic, real Canadians.
Nice.
From St. John's, Newfoundland, that invited me over. So
I sold a contest idea to a station in Calgary, and became friends with them, and went on the air on a morning show once, and they just had so much fun. And I said to the manager afterward, these guys are great. They sound like they're drunk. He goes, they are drunk.
Not much to do in Calgary besides that, except for go to the beautiful national parks. And Calgary is actually a wonderful city, but an hour away, you're at Lake Louise in Banff National Park. So maybe that's why they were stuck inside all winter in the negative 30 Celsius, which is approximately the same as negative 30 Fahrenheit. So
I always threaten my wife. I said, I'm going to end up in Canada, and you're going to end up alone.
I love Canada. It's best Caesar salads in the world are in Canada. It's something about it is different. They're fresher somehow. If you really like a good Caesar salad, a lot of good places in Iowa City to get them. Anywhere in Canada has it beat. somehow. I don't understand why. Maybe they put the little crispy bacon bits on top, and I like that too. But
I love that.
Canada is a wonderful place.
And you can't substitute Bacos for bacon.
No. We're going back to bacon. There's a lot of bacon talk today.
Well, we've been making the rounds.
6 degrees from bacon.
Yeah.
6 degrees. 6 degrees. I've probably said the word bacon about 5,000 times in the last 2.5 days. So
that's something for next year when you do crispy bacon night. Is do like a game called 6 Degrees of Crispy Bacon. I could do something you do during an intermission. I don't know what it is yet. I just like the name.
Well, I'm trying to figure out with the KCJJ karaoke that we have going on, or hockey-okie, or whatever your guys' promotion and game. I don't know what song we've chosen for this Saturday, but I hope that fans will sing along and it's bacon themed. If not, I might just
record
a
single. What's that song?
single.
I'm a woman. Like I take the bacon fried up in a pan. Cause I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
Who does that song?
Some woman.
Okay, I don't even know the name of the song, but it's a song that mentions bacon. There's also isn't there a Jonas Brothers called Bacon?
Yeah.
One of the Jonas Brothers maybe did a song called Bacon?
Yeah.
You have lost me. As soon as you said Jonas, I was lost. I know no Jonas Brothers songs. I'm sorry. But I can suggest it.
Okay.
I'll probably get turned down. Most of my ideas,
Well,
except
it
for
is a
apparently
bacon.
crispy
I
bacon.
can't think how many bacon songs there are out there.
There's probably a lot more than you think. If not, I might just go record a single in studio. Maybe I'll come back
To
later
avoid
today
playing the Jonas Brothers.
To avoid playing, I'll just sing bacon.
Is it? Look it up. Put bacon in there and see what comes up.
Bacon song.
No, in the computer that we have. Our computer.
One song. It's Bacon.
Who's it by?
The Jonas Brothers.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have the rights
Bacon.
I wasn't sure that was it.
if you play it, are you guys going to lose your license?
No, well, maybe for the YouTube.
For YouTube, yeah.
I forgot YouTube. We can't play music.
The Sox from 2021. I love Bacon. Nick Jonas, Bacon.
Nick Jonas. I knew it was one of the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Do you know the song?
Keith Coast, Bacon. The Bacon Song by Tessa Violet. More Bacon Than the Pan by Mike Doherty. The Bacon Song by somebody else.
Bacon Ninja by Mr. G.
Hey, I like
that.
Bacon Ninja. Bacon Avenue Egg.
The
Bacon Avu Egg.
I've already figured out the new single I'm going to record when I get back to the office. You know the
Bacon.
song "Dirty Water" by the Standellis?
Yeah.
Love
Standells.
that crispy bacon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Standells.
Did I say Standellis? Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. That's the New Jersey in me, the
Yeah.
Italian accent coming out. I apologize.
Bacon Ninja.
Yeah, I just said that one.
Yeah.
Pay attention to Steve.
Yeah.
I did like that little thing you put out on social media with Chris Peters in the bacon costume.
Chris, for those that don't know, is just an absolute gem. We brought him up to a TV studio. I had the TV studio for an hour, and I called him about 20 minutes before he got there, and I said, by the way, I didn't tell you this. I brought a bacon suit for you to put on to just to look ridiculous, because otherwise it's just him sitting there with his sweatshirt and it, whatever. And I don't know how many people know this, but Chris, one, has like 30,000 Twitter followers because he's considered one of the 5 best NHL prospects analysts in the entire world. Yeah.
That's cool.
So, like, if you are...
We had him call a football game.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was really good.
Yeah,
he was
he was
really
great.
good at calling a
You
football
guys were
game,
good.
too. Chris is...
As the guy sitting in the back of the booth running the equipment.
That's
You guys
right.
were very good.
Yeah, Chris is all time. He is an absolute legend. And so for those that don't know, like, NFL, like Mel Kiper and Todd McShay, like the draft analysts.
Yeah.
He's that for hockey, and he lives in North Liberty.
Yeah.
It's like hilarious when he called me. I'm like, wait, are you really this guy? Like, I could. He used to work for ESPN, used to work for CBS, and he works now. We mentioned, like, you can watch our games on Flow Sports. So
You put him in a bacon suit.
And we put him in a bacon suit. Yeah. And as he was doing this, I said to him, and he's grilling bacon, he's making bacon on the TV studio desk. There were drops of, grease everywhere on this desk that it took about 20 minutes to clean up, honestly, afterwards. But I said, Chris, 5 years ago, you were literally on ESPN, and now you're sitting here in a bacon suit for a promotion for social media. How do you feel? And he said, there's nothing better that I could be doing with my life than this. And he was a good sport with it. So.
I've gotten a text. Did you get the Roberto text?
No.
Roberto from our sister station, 99 plus KFMH, does off the beaten track, like alternative and rare stuff. Morgan Fisher, God save the lean, pretty bacon.
The Sir Douglas Quintet, which was a 60s, 70s band.
Yeah.
they're evidently still together in 1990, or they were in 1999. Their hit of Bacon Fat. What the hell?
There's more out there than we realized.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
You got 1 million.
Yeah. It just keeps going on. There's 200 songs about bacon.
So if you're going to do parody songs, we could do like REO Speedwagon, It's Time for Me to Fry.
Ooh. Yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a good call. I like that. I like that one. Anyway, so
it seems like a lot of work, though, to write a parody song.
On
3 days' notice, 4 days' notice?
Tommy, I know you said you're with your family on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you need to say, I forgot to get the pumpkin pie or something. We need more pie, and then you just sneak into Extreme Arena for a little bit.
I think we're having, early on, too. We're having lunch at, like, more of a lunch, so maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Is
get some bacon.
Doors open at 5. You can come to the
Sorry,
pregame
Mom,
party.
can't have all this turkey. I got bacon I got to eat later.
Exactly. That's what exactly. You could have both.
Yeah.
No one ever said you just need to pick one.
Yeah.
Except for you.
For listeners, by the way, we're doing our family Thanksgiving on Saturday instead of on Thursday.
Yep.
I didn't want people to get confused and think the game was on like Thanksgiving or something.
Thank you for making that strong distinction.
Yeah, there you go.
So Saturday at 6 p.m., guys.
You guys don't have a game on the road on Thanksgiving, do you, or anything like that?
No, thank goodness.
Okay,
we're on the road tomorrow night in Bloomington. We're playing again. For those that don't know, we're playing Bloomington 3 times this week. We played 15 games this season, 15 games, and 7 of them have been against Bloomington already. They're in Bloomington, Illinois.
Yeah.
So it's the bad Bloomington too. It's not Bloomington, Indiana.
No, it's not the fun Bloomington.
No offense to downtown Bloomington. University of Indiana in Bloomington, Indiana is a wonderful campus. Bloomington, Illinois, we just don't like going there. And I'll say, we don't like going there. They don't like us, and we don't like them. You play them 7 times in 15 games, and we play them 3 more times this week, and then we're done with them. We're done with them for a while. The entertainment value in these games has been extremely high. Because the players strongly hate each other. Imagine bumping bodies, physical game, 7 times in like a month and a half, and you got 3 more this week. So we've had like 10 fights against them already, and it's there maybe could be some more this week.
That could happen at Crispy Bacon Night.
It could.
I don't know.
In the bacon jerseys. In the bacon jerseys, some punches might be thrown. It's not all about the fights. There's obviously a lot of skill.
You are selling this event.
I have been thinking about how to sell this event for 6 months, and nothing has led me to sell it more than what I've been able to put on as a display on your guys' airwaves today.
And how great is it that the Iowa game is on Friday nights? So you don't have to worry about going up against the Hawkeyes.
Exactly. And in fact, little fun fact, we originally, because normally the game's earlier in the day, so originally it wasn't going to be Crispy Bacon Night, but we knew that the Iowa game is normally really early. It's normally like an 11 o'clock game, right? 2:30?
Black Friday, yeah.
Yeah, it's an early game. And then
it's not usually at night, no.
No, it's not a night game, and everyone's going to be freezing their bacon off on Friday night.
Yes, they will.
So originally we were talking about how do we make it like, can we do something crazy as people are driving and leaving the Iowa game, or just something like that. But the game's at 6:30 and it's going to be dark out. So we were like, can we get like everyone on our staff at 3 p.m. if the game's at 11 to just be standing by, on the streets or something, like in bacon suits, have like 40 people in bacon suits.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about this but then the game got announced for 6:30. So it's like, what?
You don't want to put somebody on First Avenue in Coralville
at 11 p.m.
At like 11 o'clock at night when it's 14 degrees out?
Yeah, that's kind of what ended up.
Bacon suits?
Yeah, with bacon suits, that's kind of fell by the wayside when NBC did. NBC Universal and all their mighty powers decided to change a long-standing tradition, which is having the game be an early game. So, yeah, because the game's never been later than like 2 o'clock, right?
No,
am I crazy?
Maybe I think there was like a 3 o'clock one year.
One year.
That's about it.
Yeah. What are they doing?
I don't know.
They want everyone to freeze their bacon off.
I guess. I'll be in the press box. I don't care.
That's
all I got to do is walk from that parking ramp right across the street, and I'm in. So I don't have to worry about the cold.
The pampered life.
It is the pampered life.
To bring it back, we were talking about the Hershey Bears and all the chocolate. Mm-hmm. Their press box food is they just have chocolate bars everywhere. That's what you get when you walk in. Yeah, you get any type of Hershey's chocolate just right in front of you for free.
I like that.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
Unless you got diabetes.
Well, I do, and I still think it's a great idea.
You still could. You can do anything you want. It might not work out for you.
I've got Ozempic. I can take care of it. I'll deal with that later.
Deal with it later.
David, thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
I appreciate it. Thank
Saturday
you.
night at 6, doors open at 5, pregame party at 3 at the Hyatt.
Yep.
Then Sunday, doors open at 2, game at 3.
Yes.
IowaHeartlanders.com.
IowaHeartlanders.com. Thank you for allowing me to say the word bacon on your airwaves over the last 32 minutes about 55 times.
Well, it's better than what Morehouse was saying on that podcast about 55 times.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm going to have to hear about this after we
he got a potty mouth. Let's put it that way.
Fair.
It's 8:33, the Mighty 1630.